Hi everyone, Triple Aqua here from the West, Key West it is. I'm Mermaid Christiane and thank you for joining me today on my YouTube channel. So today I want to talk to everyone about discernment. And you might ask, what is discernment, or have heard of it? Discernment is basically a healthy way of making decisions and making healthy judgment calls from a non-judgment way, because you're actually getting it from source and it's a gift. So we use judgment calls all the time, and I spoke about that in one of my previous videos, but making healthy choices and using your discernment is very, very important. And if you feel like you don't have discernment, ask for it. It's basically a way to make a decision from looking at it from a bigger picture, and not just looking at it from a little tiny portion or self-gratification. You're looking at it as a whole. Like if you're basically looking from very, very high above and you're looking at everything, all the players, all the pieces. Now for me, discernment comes pretty easy, probably because I am an Aquarius, and Aquarius is known for having discernment. Interesting enough, I think it was in on March 30, Mars moved into Aquarius, and that's part of the whole planetary alignment that's actually helping us now with this new wave of being, because we are pretty much in the Aquarian age, and that's why you're seeing all of these radical shifts and everything is changing. So what it did was it moved Mars into Aquarius, and it's going to be there until the end of May, pretty much. And what that did is it's bringing in the energies of healthy discernment to the planet. And we are probably feeling that effect now, where before you make a decision, you are stopping and you're thinking about it, and you're thinking about it for the greater good, not just for me, or self-gratification, or that little short-term fix. You're looking at it from a bigger picture, because it is something that is important now. We can't make these little tiny choices that are going to affect us and be like that nasty little pebble in the pond that's going to basically send out a tsunami eventually. So all of those ripple effects do affect everybody. So what this discernment is doing, and it's basically broadening your mind, pretty much broadening your horizons on the way you make decisions. So I was thinking about this because a couple nights ago I had a friend call me for some advice, but she already knew the answer because she was already using her discernment. But I guess she needed a buffer, or she needed someone to talk to about it. And at the end of the conversation, she already had the answer. She had already made plans. She was already in motion for her decision that she was going to make. And it just got me to thinking how people don't know how to use their discernment, or if you don't have it, ask for it, because some people don't have discernment yet, but everybody can obtain discernment. Now, we make decisions all the time, we make judgment calls all the time, but is it using your discernment? Not all the time. So discernment, like I said, comes from where you're looking at it for the greater good of all. So when you make a decision, like let's say somebody asks you if you can participate in something, and you use your discernment and you say, no, I don't think I'm going to do that, because that really doesn't work for me and it really isn't serving me. And you're not saying me as in being selfish, but you're looking at it as a bigger picture. Like, if I'm involved in that, then I'm promoting that, and I don't believe in that. So it's pretty much like a very healthy judgment call, because like I said, you're able to see the bigger picture. Now, we all are in a situation now where we have to make those healthy choices. We have to use our discernment, because our decisions that we make now are going to really impact us in the future. And now, I don't know if everyone's noticed, but like we're all sitting and contemplating and reminiscing also, contemplating about the future, obviously, but we're also thinking about past things that we've done or have left undone. And what we're doing now, it's a self-reflection of how I could have done better in this situation, how I could have used my money better in that situation, and so on and so forth, because that's part of what all of this is doing. And then that Saturn that right now is doing all kinds of stuff and is going to be with us for a long time. Right now it's in Aquarius, and it's basically making us relive our past lessons. I don't want to say mistakes, because they're not mistakes, they're past lessons. So it's making us look at them, so where now your discernment is going to help you, because you won't repeat those past lessons, because you actually learn from them. And then going forward, you'll be able to put your foot down. And Harry S. Truman is one of my favorite presidents, and I love his saying, the buck stops here. And that's what you do with your discernment. The buck stops here. Like, you make the decision, you make the healthy judgment call, and you're not being judgy about it. You're not really even putting yourself in feeling for that person or feeling for this person or feeling for yourself. It's all for the greater good, and how your decision is going to impact everything, not just you for that one particular moment. So practice your healthy discernment. If you don't have it, ask for it. If you've never used it, think about it next time you're going to make a decision. It could be a decision like, I don't have children, but I'm around so many children. I feel like I'm the mother of many at times, and I'm the oldest of 7. And so, it's even like with kids. If you know that your kid's friend is allowed to watch things on TV that you really wouldn't let your child watch, but you like the parent, so you don't want to cause waves, well, it's okay. Just make those waves, because that's using your discernment, knowing that it's not healthy. It's not a healthy choice. And I can give you different scenarios, different little stories, but you get what I'm saying. So practice your discernment, ask for discernment, and make decisions that are going to affect everyone for the greater good. And look it up, study it. There was a really nice article about Mars moving into Aquarius and how it is bringing in the discernment energy. And so if anybody wants to know about that, just comment in the comments, and I'll add it in there. I have to go back and find it on my phone. But anyway, so I think that's really all I have today. It's another beautiful day here in Key West, but it's not windy at all. I'm going to try to get out today and ground myself a little bit. So hopefully everyone's doing that at least once a day. All right, so I'm going to read from the Mystical Wisdom card deck. And I've already showed you the box before, so I'm not going to do that again. But let's see what kind of mystical wisdom we can get. Isn't that cool, that little ray of sunshine right there? It's kind of nice. It's kind of like, your whole discernment comes from up above, from that clarity, that light that you get. And it just so happens that light shining there, that hasn't happened in a video before. So I think that is an indication of a clear message. Use your discernment. That's your little light shining bright, showing you the way, your internal lighthouse, illuminating everything so you can see it for what it is. Yeah, I guess that's what really discernment is making a decision because you see everything really for what it is. Okay, so if one doesn't pop out, I'm just going to take the one from the top and go from there. All right, so we'll just take the one from the top. Cool. Huh. This is really actually perfect. Confrontation. Pick your battles wisely. Yeah, and I think that really goes hand in hand with discernment, because a lot of times we don't use our discernment because we don't want to be confrontational. We don't want to make waves. So we kind of just dumb ourselves down spiritually, and we go with the masses. We go, with whatever the mob is doing, because we don't want to, you know, get stoned to death. So we kind of go with the flow. Don't dumb yourself down spiritually, and don't worry about that confrontation. Look at that. She's riding like on a tiger there. And look, there's a dragon. So be fierce, use your discernment. Don't worry about if it's the popular decision or not. So pick your battles wisely and use your discernment. All right, well, thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this message. Hopefully you will like, share, and subscribe. And I hope everyone has a great day. And don't forget to keep swimming towards your dreams. Bye.